Hey, what is up everybody, Blades for here, and today for you guys another video, Persona 5X. Inside today's video, guys, we're going to be going ahead and doing a little bit of guild boss, but with an extra little thing here. I'm guessing you guys know by, of course, the thumbnail, but we ended up getting, of course, A6 R6 Ange. Yes, you guys heard that right. We have finally completed our girl here, like I said I was going to try to do, and man, was it an emotional roller coaster. Okay, we got lucky with at least our character pulls to some extent. I want to say this is probably the most expensive I've had to pull for a character. Normally it takes me around $300 or $400 if I do decide to go ahead and actually try to A6 a character, in which that has been for Cord, has been for Mesa, Joker, and well, Closer and Joker that I've had that luck. I have not really went over like 450 if I'm correct. Well, this costed me about 580 to 620, which is still kind of lucky, or is still lucky, but boy, oh boy, did it hurt the wallet for a second. So I'm not gonna lie, hopefully y'all enjoyed this video a lot. I'm already having fun with this character, but hopefully y'all enjoy the video as much as I do. So let's go ahead and just show off what we ended up getting. So with having the character A6, we finally got our card set, which we didn't have, I don't think, in the last video, but they give you a perfect card set for A6 in the character here, and we ended up getting these card sets here. I do want to re-roll some of them, but they're pretty much good at the moment. And then of course we should be getting a perfect universe card very soon, but this is what I'm rocking with. Technically it's already kind of close to it already, but I mean, like, hey, if I can get a perfect universe card as well later on, that's going to be freaking great. And I can't lie, with the stuff this character can do now, it is absolutely just insane. So you guys saw in the last guild boss video, I think I hit like 177, 180. Well, with this, maybe I think it was 170 or something like that. Well, with this, you're gonna see a giant score jump. So first of all, let's go over what her weapon does do. So when of course we had it a 0, the amount of things that we ended up having for at least buff wise with her was way lower than what we have now. So at base, you ended up getting a 30% attack increase. Now we have that 57%, which is absolutely amazing. And then instead of our pure song permanently giving us damage dealt for 0.7%, we actually have the max of 1.3%. So once we actually get our stacks here, it's going to be way higher than how we used to have our stacks when we ever got the 12 stacks up. So that's going to be great here. But alongside of this, instead of having that 15.3% crit damage with our pure song stacks at 12, we actually get the additional 29.1% crit damage bonus here, which is absolutely insane. So what better way to actually test this out than going ahead and doing at least guild boss and seeing at least how high we can hit. So let's give it a shot. Now you guys know my Haru isn't the best, and actually I want to showcase that as well. My Haru is not the best here. She's all right. She does what she needs to do. And if you guys are wondering why my EHR is so low, it's because we are using swimsuit Moko in this, and when we put her and she actually uses her heal inside of the battle on us, we're actually at a whopping like 180 or 170 EHR, which you only need a cap, I think, of 150. So I ended up getting rid of a lot of EHR pieces. She is using some decent ones currently for at least damage here. I feel like a couple of our pieces can be a little bit better, and I'm gonna try and work on perfecting those. I think the only one that I really want to get rid of is technically this one. Hopefully it can get like attack, pin, and something else, maybe crit rate, because we do need a little bit more crit when it does come down to this character. But that's enough yip yap. Let's go ahead and at least test out the whole thing. I'm actually really excited doing this. It's really cool. The first time that I did it, we got 55th place, so at least with this here. So we're gonna be trying it again and seeing what we can do here. So same team I'm using as always, nothing else really changed. We're still gonna be using the same kind of strat as well. Nothing's going to be changed whatsoever regarding this. So let's give it our best shot. So first round, of course, since this is our first round, we're gonna go ahead and shield up. Everyone needs to make sure they're all good and shielded. One, so you can actually keep our buffs applied very early. The other part, so we're actually able to go ahead and actually what's it called, make sure we don't kill these bosses way too quick. Because with the buffs that we're also getting and the buffs just in general that we have for Haru, it could kill, of course, if we accidentally use too many moves, and that would not be good when we're trying to do our rotations and actually get our stuff into play here. Now, second round, we're going to go ahead and use Ange's second skill on Haru. making sure not only we're healing ourselves, but giving us a decent buff as well here. And this is going to mainly help out our highlight when we end up using it. But let's go ahead and pop off throne, make sure it's on Matoy, so then Matoy can actually hit our technicals, and I think we should be looking good. First things first though, let's go ahead and use our Haru's highlight. Pop this on off, boom. That did alone 211, which is already amazing here. We're gonna go ahead and shield up again. So go ahead and shield up, boom, got that on off. We're gonna start preparing for the third round. Now in this round here, I kind of semi-buffed to actually get some damage in a little bit, but at least the fourth round is where we're gonna have the most amount of damage here. So that's where we're gonna have a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and check his real quick. Round 3, I'm gonna go ahead and use Dionysus and use their, I wanna say, yes, okay, let's go ahead and use their skill 1. Make sure it's on Haru, of course. And then we're gonna have Matoy. We want to have her use her first skill. So go ahead and use our first skill real quick. Then we're gonna move on to Moko using her second skill on Haru, in which I actually want to show you guys exactly how much we have for EHR to show you guys that it is a huge amount that we get just for Moko herself now. So with this, at least checking out our stats, we have of course all our stats from at least our lovely the navigator here. But as well with the Moko buff here, we're also having 189% EHR. So I do have a little bit of playroom later on to actually try and make this a wee bit better, especially seeing we do need to work on certain status effects later on. But we're gonna go ahead, shield back up. And then the last round, we're gonna go ahead and kill this off so we can start setting up for our weakness round here. So they're gonna go ahead and get some tax off. No one's gonna die, of course. We have way too much health for this. Boom. All right. And let's just go ahead and use Ange's first skill real quick, giving us that nice old buff that we always do need here. Then we're gonna go ahead and use Shiva's highlight, which is gonna take down their defense as well, make them more susceptible to at least Psy, which is absolutely amazing to do. Let's use this here. Then we're gonna prepare the rebellion for Haru, so then she can have that for her last few rounds to get the most out of her damage capabilities. So let's go ahead and use this. Use this as well to get the technical off. And if I'm right, we shouldn't kill with any of our characters except for just our Haru. So I don't really have to be worried about anyone killing if I'm correct here. Like, let's see. Yeah, okay, we're good. So we're all good here. And then we should get the last hit with our girl Haru going with the skill 1. All right, so now that we went with skill 1, we already did 1.1 million damage just off of that alone. So that's already great. But now we're at the first weakness round. This is where I like to amp up as much as possible when it does come down to damage. We're gonna go ahead and use our skill 3. Then we're gonna use Dionysus's little AoE buff here, which is actually gonna help out our entire team as well. So Infinite Algorithm is gonna help us out quite a lot here. Then we're gonna use Matoy's first skill. Use her highlight afterwards to get that nice old technical that she does have as well. And then we're gonna pop off Moko's second skill on Haru, just so she can get that amplification, so Haru's able to go ahead and deal some nice damage later. So let's use this, pop this on Haru. Haru's gonna use her skill 3, which is gonna rack us up a decent bit of points. Now the fun begins with the second weak round. Now remember, we're able to use at least our retry about 2 times, and this is gonna allow us to use our gun about 3 times already. So that's already gonna be great to have here. But first things first, use our skill 1. Pop this on off. Make sure we're on Haru just to make sure we don't want to mess up. Then we're going to use both of our actual extra turns on Haru real quick. Then we're going to use at least our Shiva's first skill. After we of course do both of these. I almost messed up there myself, I'm not even gonna lie. That would have been actually kind of saddening, I won't lie to you guys. And then let's go ahead and use Shiva's first skill here. Go ahead and popping off Matoy's third skill. into Esmoko's third skill. So let's go ahead and double this down here, which hopefully we can get a little bit higher on the damage markers. I don't think we're creating as hard as normal, so we may actually be a little bit lower than what we can try and get. And now from here, let's go ahead and use our Haru gun first, which should give us our little replayability here, doing around how much? 2.3 million here. Then we're gonna go ahead and pop off Ange's skill 3. Go ahead and lead into the Haru ultimate and then have 2 gun hits right afterwards. So Haru ult, into gun, and then 1 more for the road. Which gives us 3 mil each time. Now this is a little lower if I do think, if I'm correct. Yeah, it is a little bit lower here, but 199 million, man. Absolutely insanity. I can't even lie to you guys. This is huge. After getting the weapon, getting the character, it has allowed us to hit so much higher than I expected. And I can't wait to try and fine tune this because I really want to have some fun with this before the season ends, or at least before this guild boss ends here. But if you guys want to see more content like this, be sure to sit back, relax, and enjoy, and I'll try and get out as much as possible. Thank y'all for watching, and peace out.